my name is Nicole Scott, and today we're going to be talking about the Amex Gold Card, how to get approved for it, some of the amazing benefits that the card has. So if you guys saw, I have another video about the American Express Gold, where I'm actually receiving the envelope and the unraveling of the metal card. So this right here, folks, is the American Express Gold Card. As you can see, I haven't even had a chance to take the sticker off yet. And I was actually able to get 3 American Express cards with 1 inquiry. So these are the 3 cards that I got, and I was able to get them with 1 credit inquiry from Experian. So American Express does pull Experian. I'm going to tell you a little later on in this video how I got approved for American Express and how you can do the same thing, because there's nothing special about me versus you. It's all about building your personal credit profile so you can leverage it for your business. And we're going to go over some of the awesome rewards with the business gold cards. So one of the reasons why I got the business gold card is because I pay for advertisement. I'm a business owner. I paid for advertisement. And with this particular card, you are going to get 4 times the MR, which means membership rewards points, which is huge, because most places you'll see, 2, 3x, but nothing. 4x is pretty darn good. And this has a really awesome welcome offer that a lot of places just cannot compete with, in my opinion. Now, keep in mind, there is a $295 annual fee for this card, which you'll see right here, $295 annual fee, which some people might not think is worth it for them. For me, I know it definitely is going to be worth it, because not only am I going to get 70,000 membership rewards points for signing up, now they have a really good membership or welcome offer where you can earn 70,000 membership reward points after you spend $10,000 on eligible purchases with your card in the first 3 months. Now, keep in mind, I don't recommend that you manufacturer spend with American Express, just because I would never want to jeopardize my relationship with them. That's something that I kind of advise against. But this is a card that is, genuinely for some good business purpose. Down here, it goes over how you can actually earn 4 times the points on your spend. So airfare, it has to be purchased directly from the airlines. U.S. purchases for advertising in select media, online, TV, and radio. And we'll get into who qualifies for that in a little bit. Gas purchases. This is great for me because I also have a turbo business. And then technology, software, and cloud solution. So that might be good for some of you guys. And then here's a takeout and delivery at restaurants and dine in, I believe it is, including takeout and delivery. Yeah, so dine in and takeout and delivery. And then US purchases for shipping. So you'll get 4 times the points. This applies to the first $150,000 in combined purchases from these 2 categories each calendar year. And then you'll earn 1 point per dollar after that. So if you want to learn more about the categories, you can always click here into the rewards info. Like me, I want to make sure that I'm spending. They have a really cool frequently asked question place where you could find a lot of your most frequently asked questions. One of the things that I found pretty useful when I was doing my research was this business categories. Now, this is going to go over a lot of the different things that American Express kind of specializes in. But you'll see here Amazon purchases, select hardware, software. So these are all the places that you can actually earn the MR rewards points with. Apple, Dell, Newegg. So that's cool. The US advertising in select media. So examples of merchants that accept the card and where you can actually earn additional rewards points are Google, Facebook, Yahoo, NBC National Broadcasting, and CBS Radio. So that's pretty cool, because I use a lot of ads for like Google and Facebook. So as long as the merchant says Google or says Facebook, then it will qualify. So as you know, Facebook owns Instagram. So if you are running Instagram ads, this would still count towards your 4X, which is really awesome in my opinion. US office supply stores, so see pharmacies, these does not qualify for the 4X though. But US shipping does, FedEx, UPS, and the US Postal Service. So that's another good one for me because I do credit repair. We spend a lot of money on postage. But remember, the merchant has to actually say FedEx. They have to say UPS. They have to say USPS. So if you're using a third party like Letterstream, that's not going to qualify. Telephone providers, that was not included in our 4X. And then here's some more like FAQs. So this can all become pretty helpful just to make sure that whatever you're trying to do, you will in fact get those member reward points. And then US construction materials and hardware. So pretty cool. Here's the travel related categories. It will go over like all of the different places that you can earn for that. And then the business categories and then retail categories. So if you are looking to see if, you know, your particular situation would be covered in the 4X, you would want to go to the business categories section. And then you can always check out their FAQs because they literally have everything listed on their profile. So with the business credit cards, they have several different cards and they have different cards. So there's charge cards and there's also credit cards. So look at this. So I've been on their website a couple times already. And now they're offering me 90,000 in membership rewards, which is huge. So it went from 70,000 and they're like, hey, this girl is still poking around on our website. Let's see if we can get her for 90,000. So if you spend more time on their website, then you can get higher bonuses because they know that you're doing the research. They're looking to see, you know, what would qualify. So now, unfortunately, I didn't get 90,000, but I wish I would have. So we actually learned a hack together to get more membership rewards during this video, which is go look at their FAQs, go look at all their information, and then go back to the cards so they can offer you more membership and membership rewards to entice you to sign up. So that's pretty smart, Amex. That's pretty smart. So you'll see this here. You'll see all the annual fees for the cards. Now, when I did my, I guess as many people call it funding sequence, I was able to get 3 credit cards or 3 American Express cards with 1 inquiry. And then I actually came back and got the gold card with another inquiry. So I was able to get the plum card, the green cash card, and then I got the blue, the business blue card. So there's 2 business blue cards. They both do not have annual fees, and the plum card does have an annual fee. But the good thing about the plum card is you actually can pay it over time. And that's a new feature that American Express is offering. And I'm going to kind of go over that a little bit as well in this video, because before these were all charge cards, you would have to pay them at the end of the period. Whatever you spend and rack up, then you have to pay back. But now they offer the pay over time where you can make payments towards your balance and help leverage your business credit more, which is awesome. So these are all the different business cards that they have. Now, keep in mind, you can have 14 total cards. You can have 4 credit cards, and you can have up to 10 charge cards. So American Express is great to start building your business credit. And if you're not sure how to start building your business credit, you can always contact me. I can help you. I do help people with business credit and personal credit. So if you haven't by now, make sure that you like, subscribe, and comment on the video so we can get out to more people. You can visit me online at www.therealnicolescott.com. We also have all of our funding packages at creditcoachpros.com, and you can view all of our different business funding packages that we have for our credit repair business, which is awesome. So we offer consumer financing, so you can finance anything with us. So if you're interested in buying a coaching package, but you just don't have the money to pay for it up front, we offer financing. So you can actually apply for consumer financing and finance your coaching package. So that way we can get your credit in order, we can get your business credit going, and you don't have to pay anything out of pocket. You could pay over time. Again, leveraging your credit to not only improve yourself, but to start your business. You're using other people's money to build our business. That's what it's all about. Of course, you do have to pay it back, but it makes it a lot easier when you can pay it back over time. So I'm going to kind of go over some of the things that I found helpful when it came to applying for some of these cards. Now, keep in mind right now, I have 4 total American Express cards. I'm going to take a break for a while and not apply for anything because I've been getting quite a bit of credit in my name. When I applied for the business gold card, a lot of people out there are saying, hey, you need at least a 720 or a 750 to qualify. I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. I personally had about a 7, maybe a 710, 715, 713 FICO score at the time that I got approved for all 4 of my cards, including my gold card, which I actually got a pay over time limit of $15,000. And if any of you know, when you get all of the information in the mail from American Express, they send you an envelope with a bunch of paperwork in it. But you need to go through this paperwork because in that paperwork, you're going to get a credit card agreement that looks like this. And it's going to tell you what your pay over time amount is. That is not something that you're going to be able to see when you initially get approved for the card. And now I have a couple of them that I have gotten. This one is for the green cash rewards. And you can see this pay over time is only $2,000. This is, like I said, this is the business green rewards card. My pay over time amount is $2,000, the limit on that. So clearly that's not going to be my go-to card. But on my gold card, it's a 15,000 pay over time. And you'll probably ask me, well, why is such a big difference? Well, I can tell you why. The income. So when I was applying for the business green rewards card, I was putting down, a reasonable income. But when I talked to the phone rep, they actually asked me, hey, what's your projected income? What are you projected to make? And I said, well, projected, 20K a week. That's my projections. So I went off a projected income. Now they probably can come back and audit it, but that's the reason why I got such a big difference because on the gold card, I projected my income to be 20K a week, which is roughly about $1 million a year. So my income was a lot higher versus I think on the green cash rewards, I only put 185,000. So you could see the income from the green card being a $2,000 pay over time to the gold card being a $15,000 pay over time. And literally the only difference was the income. So, I'm not saying to lie, but I am saying that your income does matter, but American Express is one of those places that will check you. So they might ask for documentation down the line, and you definitely don't want that. So I don't recommend lying, but sometimes you do have to go off projections, and sometimes projections aren't correct. And the phone rep did tell me, I said, well, what happens if my projection is off or I don't always meet my projection? She said, well, that you're not going to get in trouble. It's okay. So they made me feel like, hey, I'm projecting this, but even if I don't hit my goal every single week, I'm okay. So I'm just going to go with what the rep said, and I will take the 15K pay over time any day of the week because I am super excited to be able to run all of my ads and put a bunch of my spend that qualifies for the 4X rewards on my new Amex gold card. And you might be asking me, well, how in the hell did you get approved? Well, let me tell you, we're going to go over that. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I got approved for the Amex gold card and all of my other Amex cards. So I have 4 total. So this here is my Amex More Rewards card from a Navy Federal. This was my first American Express credit card in my personal name. Now, keep in mind, Navy Federal, this is the only American Express card that they have. But what this card allowed me to do was get into the American Express system, their database, where they can track my spending habits. And now I'm building a relationship with not only Navy Federal, but I'm now in American Express's database as a client who pays as agreed and has good history. So I've had this card for maybe about a year now. And keep in mind, When I applied for the gold card, probably about a year ago, I was declined. So my credit score definitely was not as high as it is now. Even though my Experian is my worst credit score. So my highest is TransUnion and Equifax. I have 780 or so on TransUnion, about a 760 on Equifax. So Experian has always been my problem child. And when I got approved for this gold card, I still had a medical collection on there. But I said, you know what? Since it is a medical collection, I know that they don't take those as serious as if it were like an actual collection that I just ditched because it's a medical bill. So let me just go ahead and try. And sure enough, it did work. So I'm going to go over some of the data points that got me approved with American Express. Having a personal relationship with them from a personal credit card on your personal side. If you are not approved for a personal credit card, you can get their debit card. So you can get the American Express prepaid debit card at your local grocery store, and you will register that. What that does is that allows you to get into American Express's database because you're giving them your information, you're giving them your social security number, you're actually registering it as if it's a bank account. You're putting money in there, they're tracking your spending habits. So now you have a relationship with them. And I recommend, running through a few thousand if you can with them. And then I recommend that you try to get at least 10 open active lines of credit. At the time that I applied, I probably have at least 20 active lines of credit. And I also have at least 5 credit cards that have over a $15,000 credit limit. I have several trade lines, and then I have my credit cards. So trade lines have actually helped me get approved for these larger limits. At first, I was only getting low limit credit cards, $500, $1,500. I can't do nothing with that. So what I did was start adding high limit trade lines to my credit profile. And I started getting approved for higher limit credit cards because the more high limit credit cards that I added, now my average age or my average amount of my credit limit is higher. So instead of my average credit limit being 1,500 or 2,500, now my average is 10, 15. And that really does help because nobody's just going to trust you with a $15,000 or $20,000 credit card or credit amount when you don't even show those amounts on your credit report. How do you get those amounts? You purchase them with authorized users, or you get added to friends or family's credit cards that have 100% on-time payments, low credit utilization, and pretty much a perfect credit card. And that's how you do it. Honestly, now, another tip that I'll say is you do not need to have a 720 credit score. Yes, it helps when you have a higher credit score, but when I got approved for the Amex Gold Card, I probably got approved around a 710 or a 715 FICO score. So I did not even have a 720, but I had a ton of positive accounts to show them that I pay as agreed. Everything is in good standing. I only had 5 credit inquiries. I did have a total of 5. So now I have a total of 7 because American Express added 2 more. Remember, I got the 3 credit cards with 1 inquiry, and then I went back a couple days later and I got another credit card with another credit inquiry. Now, don't get too spooked if you're not approved right away, because I actually didn't get my approval until a week later. Now, during the time that I recorded this, a holiday did take place, so I'm sure that kind of backed things up a little bit more than normal, but it can take time to process your application. They actually told me it can take up to 5 business days for their team to review all of the information. So again, some of the points are, just having that personal relationship with American Express by either having a personal American Express or personal debit card, having at least a 710 credit score. I would say, I wouldn't push it and say anything lower than that. I would say that's probably about the lowest that they would approve someone is around a 710 credit score. I was probably right on the fence of that 720 mark, and they just wanted to give me an opportunity just because I have so many other accounts that are paid as agreed There's no reason why they would find me to be a risk if I have so many positive credit lines on my personal credit report. And again, we're leveraging our personal credit report to build business credit and to be able to leverage business credit. So that way we can buy money making assets, we can invest in our business, we can grow, we can scale. Now, look, I can run advertisements. I was already paying for advertisements before, but now this is a great way to be able to leverage other people's money and earn reward points while doing it. So those are some of the tips that I have. Of course, income does play a factor in it, but I don't recommend lying about your income. You just want to make reasonable projections. And that should be perfectly fine. But of course, the more money that you make, the more you're going to be trusted with because you have more money to pay it back. Any other questions or comments that you guys would have, please put it in the comments section. And if you have not already by now, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, show me some love out there, guys, because that helps my channel get out to more people. And again, my name is Nicole Scott. I am the credit specialist in the Bay Area, Northern California. I am the owner and operator of Credit Coach Pros in Bay Area Wave, DBA entrepreneurship.fit. You can visit us online at therealnicolescott.com or creditcoachpros.com, where you can apply for business funding, you can apply for consumer financing. We pretty much have anything that you will need in order to build, grow, and establish your credit. So until next time, guys, I appreciate you tuning in. Make sure to watch our next video coming up.